Hi and welcome back. Today's video is about the Korg EK50 keyboard, and to help us with this review is Mr. Eric Price, a multi-instrumentalist who was good enough to take time from his busy schedule to help us with this review. And before we get started, remember to hit the notification bell and subscribe. You'll get notified of upcoming videos. Eric is also a member of Pink Floyd Niagara. We're going to ask him about that and what he's up to. That's coming up next on Roy's Studio Adventures. Eric, welcome to Roy's Studio Adventures. It's good to have you here.
It's great to be here, Roy. We've been trying for a long time to make this work, and today's the day.
We're going to have you try out the keyboard and go through all the different steps and what it can do.
Great.
How far off the ending?
Lots of writing in the keyboard. There's no shortage of that. Some great sounds. And I don't even know how many sounds are in here, Roy. There's over 160 it says in there, and there's a whole pile of drum beats here.
So we're going to be here for a few hours for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's a cute little one-man band show. You know, if you're monkeying around at home and you just want something to entertain you, be able to build your skill set and basically have a band without paying for the band. Built-in speakers, and of course obviously it's going to have a headphone jack, so if you want to jam in the middle of the night with the whole band, you don't have to keep the house up.
Under $700 for that.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Keyboard feels good. It's touch sensitive. Bit of reverb. You can hear the end of the piano. Sounds nice.
And it's running under its own power with its own speakers.
Yep. You don't need any amplifier. Like I said, you can plug in headphones, the joystick. Not to use that much on a piano, unless you're really brave. But it would be nice maybe on a saxophone sound or something like that. Maybe we can call up a sax sound quick and just demonstrate that. What do we got here? Brass, all kinds of horns, brass section.
If you want to find out more about the EK50, I'll leave a link in the description below. I'd also like to thank Central Music for loaning us the EK50 for review.
And the guitar, synths, bass, flutes, accordions, organs.
Fiddles?
Yeah, there's probably one in here somewhere if we dig around a little bit. Into strings. Strings and things. Double tubas. And trumpets. We got choirs, phaser pads. 2 voices. Nice choirs, eh?
Sounds big.
Yeah. You're doing your Chariots of Fire cover. Do. We can't. Shh. You can only say the name of the song. We cannot actually play it, sadly. Arco strings.
So that would work with a home studio situation.
It would be great for that. 5 octaves, of course, or 61 keys as they call it. There's 5 octaves, which covers 99% of most music, unless you're playing classical. You could, I'm assuming, we didn't really look at the back here, but we've got a USB out, so I'm sure that it'll host out to a computer that you can record it to the computer or treat it as an interface. That's something we can double check, but it definitely has a USB out on it for sure. Over here, so
yeah,
and it's got a USB in, which means you can probably drop in sounds or songs. I suspect you'll be able to play. Maybe
you can hook up another device to it.
Yeah.
Foot controllers, right, left.
Stereo. That would be a good point to tell people, right? Nice 12-string. Again, there's no, even for an amateur or semi-pro, there's no shortage of options, possibilities. You'll never be bored with this thing.
How did you get started in music? What was your first instrument?
Guitar. My father was a hippie, and he played a little bit of guitar, Gordon Lightfoot, Bob Dylan, and that type of thing. And I don't know, there was obviously a bit of appeal. People were just standing around listening to him. So eventually that just led to noodling around with his guitar. Probably not to my early teens, though. It wasn't something I did as a kid.
So that's how you started playing too?
Yep, playing a little bit of guitar, and my brother also started to pick it up a little bit. So there was a bit of competition. Nothing like a little brotherly competition to inspire you. He went on to much greater heights on the guitar than I did, but...
Are you in a band right now?
Oh boy, there's a loaded question. Yes, I am in many bands right now. The longest serving band that I've been in, and probably the most prominent or predominant, would be Pink Floyd Niagara. We've been going since 2007. It's a Pink Floyd tribute act, for those not familiar with that. I am, as expected, I'm a journeyman in the band, which means I wear many hats, literally and figuratively. I wear the costumes and sing songs, and I play whatever instruments are missing in the ensemble to fill in the gap. Most of the time that's keyboards, sometimes percussion stuff, sometimes guitar stuff. And that's the predominant band. Another band that I've been playing with locally for about a dozen years is called Broken Cadence. Work on the winery business out towards Beamsville and Jordan, mostly Jordan House and wineries out there, classic rock. And that band, I actually started off on keyboards. We had 5 years, and then the drummer left, and I switched to drums for 5 years.
Well, Eric, I'd like to thank you so much for coming out and doing the show.
What a pleasure, Roy. It's this great little room you got here. A lot of fun. And the old story, let's do it again sometime. We'll dig a little deeper into some of the crazy stories of my my storied career.
Well, that's it for today's review of the Korg EK50. If you have any ideas for upcoming videos, please leave them in the comments below.